Okay, so here's a quick review of the cone and the cylinder. So we're going to start off with a horizontal line. It measures 2 inches, just like that. We're going to find the midway mark on that horizontal line, so that'll be at the 1 inch. And from there, we're going to be drawing a vertical axis. So that's a 3-inch line radiating from that center of the horizontal line. And I'm going to use that to get a perfect triangle. So I'm going to go from the top of that vertical line to the end of that horizontal line to get a triangle shape there. And you do want to make sure that you're accurate when you're rendering a cone. Okay, so I drew a little bit of an extension on that vertical line there. And that's going to be the highest point of the arch. So you have to have a curve to the bottom of your cone, otherwise it won't look like it's a form, it'll look flat. So it's very important that you have a curve there. So it should end up looking like a party hat. Just redrawing that angle in there so you can see it a little bit more clearly. Okay, so that's the finished cone. We're going to be moving on there in a moment to the cylinder. Okay, so for the cylinder, we're going to be starting out with a rectangle. So this measurement will be 3 inches by 2 inches for the rectangle. And it should look like a rectangle that's standing upright, so a tall rectangle. Again, 2 inches on the short side, 3 on the long. Okay, looks like that. We're going to go to the horizontal line there. There are 2 horizontal sides. We're going to go to both of them actually. We're going to find the center of that horizontal line. So because we measured it at 2 inches, it'll be at the 1 inch mark. So you can see I put a little mark at the top and also a little mark at the bottom. So I'm drawing on that top one, it should go both above and below the horizontal line, and I'm actually measuring it so that they're even. So it's 1/4 of an inch above the horizontal line, 1/4 of an inch below. I'm doing the same thing to the bottom, so I'm measuring 1/4 inch, but you don't have to do it above, it's only below on the bottom one. So you do need to put that curve there on the bottom, just like you did on the cone. The highest point or peak of your arch needs to be right in the center. That's why those markers are there. And now we're moving to the top. The top part is an ellipse. So an ellipse is a distorted oval. It's an oval that looks like it's being stretched out. And what you want is for the cylinder to end up looking kind of like a can. One of the most important things is that you make sure it's an oval and it doesn't end up looking like a pinched oval, so it can't have sharp corners, it needs to have rounded corners. And you can see it takes me a couple attempts to get it correct. And then you erase out those guidelines because you no longer need them once you have it in place. Erase the guidelines on the bottom until you have a simple cylinder shape. That's the end of the review. You're ready now for the thumbnail sketches.